Well, Vig, we are at Fitz and Vig. We're heavy baseball. We're pretty heavy football. We're not as heavy as we should be, top 10 lists. And we also do cover some professional wrestling and all the other sports. We even talked about some beach volleyball. If you haven't seen that post, look it up. But it's right here on Fitz and Vig. Search volleyball, and you'll understand what I'm talking about. But we're also going to talk about a little bit about the NBA. And the NBA is in the middle of a tough lockout right now. Two sides are way far apart. And they've just officially, as of this past week, I think they canceled the first week of preseason. They canceled the first week of the training camps. So they're behind the eight ball, so to speak, at this point. Opinions? Where do you think it goes? Where do you see it going?
Yeah, so I think the NBA, the owners have to win this. They have to win this. Normally, you and I are all about let's allow the players to get every possible penny, but the league is losing money.
Right.
And the league you don't lose money because the owners are cheap. You lose money because the players are making too much,
yes.
And you probably have a poor business model. You're probably not, maximizing your streams of revenue, your TV deals, etc. So, first of all, you need to get David Stern the hell out of here.
Yeah.
David Stern is ancient. I look back at the drafts from the late 1970s, and guess who the commissioner is?
He's standing there.
David Stern.
Standing there, yep.
So David Stern has had exactly one strong period of the league doing well financially during his 30-year tenure, and that's when Michael Jordan was in the league.
Right, and it wasn't David Stern, it was Michael Jordan's league.
Prior to, since Jordan, he's been an absolute joke.
Yeah.
It's from a lockout perspective, I wish we could lock him out of the league, because I am a big Vig is a very big basketball fan, especially when the Knicks are good.
Sure.
And the Knicks are going to be good for the next 5 years or so, now that they've got some good talent, and Melo and Stoudemire, etc.
Yeah.
So really from a lockout perspective, normally I go on the player side. This time around, the owners have to win because they have to get the salaries down, they have to get the rookie wages down, they have to get all those numbers down, and then get better TV deals, etc.
We could go forever about the finances, and this is a dollar issue specifically in this league.
Yeah.
I mean, it always comes down to money. But so I'm even going to go so far as to talk about why it is so much about that money. It's the problem is. I don't want to talk about the problem is. You touched on that. Here's why the owners will win this. Okay? Really, that's what I want to jump right to. Owners will win it because of money, because they have the money and the players don't. The NBA players make a ton of money. They really do for a league with 80 games. They don't play as much as baseball. They get a lot of dough. There's only 12. You only have to pay 12 players, right, which is really what's nice. So football team has to pay 53 players. Baseball team play 20, 25, 27 players. You only have to pay 12 players on the NBA team, so they make a lot of money.
Yep.
Here's why the owners win. Because the players don't know how to handle their money. And we hear this all the time, that during the season, they're waiting for the 15th and 30th to get paid. They're getting paychecks of $400,000, $500,000 a paycheck, and they spend it all in 2 weeks. That's ridiculous. And I'm going to go a step further. Here's how we know the players are going to collapse on this. Players are going to collapse on this because they need the money. It's all because we've been hearing a lot lately of European teams inviting the NBA players to go. And what are the players saying? Yes. I'm going. Yes, the only ones not going are Kobe Bryant. I think he's the only guy who said I wouldn't go because he has tons of his own revenue streams. But everybody else is saying, sure, I'm going because I need the paycheck. Yep. And they're going to pay me $2 or $3 million a year instead of the $18 million I'm going to make in the NBA. But you know what? When you don't have an income and you blew your $18 million, you need that $2 to $3 million, and that's why the players are going to realize, if they go to Europe, they're going to realize that $2 to $3 million isn't enough for their lifestyle. And if they don't go to Europe, they're going to say, I need some money somewhere. Owners win this lockout.
Agreed.